In this class, we are going to do exercise 5b, where question number 1 is asking us, without solving, comment upon the nature of roots of each of the following equations. So they have given us some equations and we have to find the nature of roots. Remember, every quadratic equation will have two roots and they can be real and unequal, real and equal, and third one imaginary. So roots can be, means the values for x can be real and equal, real and unequal, or imaginary. In previous video I told you, if the discriminant d is greater than 0, like 1 2 3 4 and so on, if d value comes greater than 0, then we'll say the roots will be real and unequal. If d is equal to 0, then roots will be real and equal, and if d is less than 0, that is negative, roots are imaginary. And what is this d? D is b square minus 4ac. It's called a discriminant. Discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. So every quadratic equation is in this form: ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And from this equation you will know what is abc. Substitute in discriminant b square minus 4ac and you will get the d value. Let us see the first question, first part. They have given us 7x square minus 9x plus 2 is equal to 0. So if you look general form and the given one, it's already in the general form where a is 7, b is minus 9, and c is plus 2. Okay, this is a. Coefficient of x square is called a, coefficient of x is called b, and the constant is called c. So we don't have to solve this equation, we just have to find what nature roots this equation is having. So we will use discriminant formula. D is equal to b square minus 4ac. So here b is minus 9, so minus 9 square minus 4 into a into c, that's 2. So minus 9 square will be positive 81, 4 7 is 28, and 28 2 is 56, and 81 minus 56 is 25. So you got d is equal to 25. So which category is d? Greater than 0, equal to 0, or less than 0? D is greater than 0, you can see. And whenever d is greater than 0, so what you will write, since d is greater than 0, equation has given, the equation has real and unequal roots. So means when you get two values of x, they will be real and unequal, like 3 and 2, minus 1 and 4, 5 and 6. If you get real, means 4 and 4, but 10 and 10, like that. So going to the second part, they have given us question number 1, second part, 6x square minus 13x plus 4 is equal to 0. So if you see here, a is 6, b is minus 13, and c is 4. So we just have to find the nature of roots. We'll write discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. So it is minus 13 whole square minus 4 into a into c, and minus 13 whole square is coming as 13 into 13 is 169, and square of minus is positive, and 4 into 6 into 4 is 96. So 169 minus 96 is coming as 73. So again, if you see, you got d greater than 0, so you will write, since d is greater than 0, roots are real and unequal. Or you can write, the given quadratic equation has real and unequal roots. So this is not the answer of x, this is not the root. This value is just telling us what kind of roots, what is the nature of roots for this given quadratic equation. So we'll do a third one. If you see third one is 25x square minus 10x plus 1, and here a is 25, b is minus 10, and c is 1. This is equal to 0, right? So discriminant d is equal to b square minus 4ac. After substituting the b value, a value and c value, you will get d is equal to 0. You can check it. So since d is equal to 0, what you will write? The given quadratic equation, the equation has real and equal roots. Okay, you can substitute. This will be minus 10, a is 25, and c is 1. So it will come 100 minus 100, d is 0. We know when d is 0, roots are real and equal. So moving to the next part, which is fourth one. Fourth one is x square plus 2 root 3x minus 9 is equal to 0. Here a, what is in front of x square? When nothing is shown in front of x square means it's 1, because a means in front of x square, the quotient of x square. So a is 1, b is 2 root 3, and c is minus 9. Substituting in b square minus 4ac, we have 2 root 3 whole square minus 4 into a is 1, c is minus 9. So square for 2 is 4 and square for root 3 is 3. That's here. And this will be minus 4 into 1 minus 4. Minus 4 into minus 9 is 36. Positive 36, because minus into minus is plus. And 4 3 is 12 plus 36. That's how much? 48. So again you got d is 48. So roots are, what you will write? Since d is more than 0, greater than 0, roots are real and unequal for the given quadratic equation. The last one I'll do, fifth one, because it's little different. Sixth one you should be able to solve on your own. So fifth one says, if x square minus ax minus b square is equal to 0, what is the nature of roots? Means if we solve this equation, we will get two values for x. What kind of those values will be? Real and equal, real and unequal, or imaginary? So here if you see a is 1, the quotient of x square, b is minus a, quotient of x is called b, and c is the remaining constant. Here c is minus b square. So d is equal to b square minus 4ac. So b we got minus a, minus 4 into a is 1, c is minus b square. So square of minus is positive, square of a is a square, minus into minus is plus, 4 into b square is 4b square. So we got d is a square plus 4b square, but we didn't get to know whether d is greater than 0, equal to 0, or less than 0. But if you think clearly, a square means even if a is negative value, like even if it is minus 2 square, it will come positive. Similarly b, even if b value is something negative like or positive, correct, it will come positive. And we know positive number plus positive numbers, d is positive, correct. So d will be positive value for sure, no matter what is a and b value. So you will say that means d is greater than 0. Positive means greater than 0. So since d is greater than 0, roots are real and unequal. So sixth one you will do as homework. Moving to the second question. Now if you read question number 2 of exercise 5b, they are saying find the value of p. Find the value of p for the equation given have equal roots. Now this time they have given us this quadratic equation. Okay, this quadratic equation is given, and they are not asking us what is the nature of roots. They are already telling us for this kind of equation roots are equal, and we know since roots are equal, that means they are real also. Roots are equal. We know when are roots equal? When d is equal to 0. So I can say for this equation b square minus 4ac is for sure equal to 0. Why? Because they said roots are equal for this equation. So using that concept, I'll get the value of P. How? For that, if you see in this, A is 4, B is P minus 2, it is actually minus P minus 2. But whenever B comes negative and B has a square, that negative becomes positive. So we can just write P minus 2. And C is how much? 1. Substituting here, P minus 2 the whole square minus 4 into A into C is equal to 0. It became like one equation, and this you can't say square for P and square for 2 because there are two different terms, there is minus in between. If there is minus or plus in between two terms, square cannot be used directly, you have to use identity. A minus B the whole square it becomes. A is P, B is 2. So A minus B the whole square, you know what is A minus B the whole square. It's A square plus B square, and 2 square will be 4, minus 2AB, minus 2 into P into 2, that is 4P. This one I used. A minus B the whole square is equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB, because it's in the form of A minus B. And here it is minus 4 into 4, that is 16 into 1, that's minus 16 is equal to 0. Okay, so P square plus 4 minus 4P, you can see 4 and 16 are like terms, so it will become P square minus 4P plus 4 minus 16 is minus 12 is equal to 0. It became a quadratic equation. So if you want to solve P, find the value of P, you cannot solve it directly how you do with linear equations. You have to use quadratic equation solution method. How to solve quadratic equation. So I'll teach you from this question itself how can we solve a quadratic equation. I repeat, quadratic equation means here variable is P. Whenever the highest value for variable is 2, it's called a quadratic. You can see P is here, power is 2, P is here, power is 1. Highest power is 2. So it's a quadratic equation. It has a different method of solving it. Let us move into that, how to solve this equation. So you have P square minus 4P minus 12 is equal to 0, correct? Yes. So here remember we will do factorization method. Factorization method also in simple language called splitting middle term. First term should be square term, like first term should be x square term, second should be x term, third should be constant. Here in place of x we have P. So first term is P square, second is P, third one is 12. So who is the middle term? Minus 4P. So this minus 4P I have to split into two parts. I can write 3 and 1 also, that's 4. I can write 5 and 1, that's also 4 on subtracting. Means I will write into two numbers. Okay, 4P I'll divide into two numbers such that if I add or subtract those two numbers, it should come back to 4. So 3 and 1 if I add, it comes 4. 5 and 1 if I subtract, it comes 4. Correct? Even if you use 2 and 2, that is also coming 4. If you use even 196, that also gives 4 on subtraction. So which two numbers I should select? Okay, this I am teaching you the third exercise also, because without knowing the factorization method, without knowing how to solve quadratic equation, we can't do this exercise. So technically this is the third exercise also we are learning here. So I repeat, this is middle term. You need to split into two terms, two numbers. 4 you have to break into two numbers such that those two numbers on adding or subtracting should give back this minus 4. So I can see many numbers, even if I use 500 and 504 on subtracting, they also will give 4. So which two numbers I should choose? For that, what you have to do, you have to keep two things in mind. First, middle term. Middle term is minus 4P. Okay. Then multiply the A term and C term. A term is 1P square and C term is minus 12. What is 1P square into minus 12? It is minus 12P square. So on multiplication, you are getting minus 12P square. Who to multiply? First term and third term. First term and third term you have to multiply, keep it aside. It came minus 12P square. And middle term is minus 4P. Now you have to do splitting of minus 4P in such a way, when you get those two values, their addition or subtraction should be this minus 4P but their multiplication should be minus 12p square. So I repeat again, any two numbers you are gonna put and split minus 4 into those two numbers, but their multiplication should be minus 12p square. So if I see back minus 2 minus 4p, I can write minus 2 and minus 2, right? That is minus 4. But is minus 2 into minus 2 minus 12? No. So I cannot use minus 2 and minus 2 as the splitting of minus 4p. If I see 6 and 2, 6 and 2 on subtraction will give 4, correct? Because this middle term you should get either by addition or by subtraction. And their multiplication is 12. So is 6 and 2 correct? Let us first check and put the signs. Remember, middle term, whatever is the sign of middle term, that is for minus 4p here, this sign will go to big number, greater number. Who is greater number, 6 or 2? 6 is a greater number. If you learn this question, how to split middle term, how to factorize a quadratic equation, next whole exercise is gonna easy. So we will take little extra time for this question and understand how to split middle term. Next question we can do within seconds. So because first time you are learning this, that's why it's taking time. So I was telling you, whatever is middle term, the sign of that will go to greater number. It is 6 here, so sign of minus 4 will go to 6, that's minus. And do you want to subtract the 6 and 2? Yes, you want to subtract. And we know while subtraction, one number should be negative, one number should be positive. That means 2 has to be positive, correct? Because minus 6 plus 2 is giving minus 4, right? Now check, is minus 6 plus 2 on multiplication giving us minus 12? Yes. So those are the two numbers. Minus 6 plus 2 on subtraction gives us minus 4, and on multiplication gives us minus 12. That's what we wanted. We wanted on addition or subtraction this number, and on multiplication we wanted this number. See, some people may think, sir, can we have more pairs? You check it. You may have other pairs. Numbers will come same, but signs you have to take care. Even minus plus should come exactly same. So I repeat here, the addition of minus 6 and plus 12 is minus 4, and their multiplication should be minus 12. So minus 6 into plus 2 is minus 12, and but they have p with it. So in place of minus 4, I'm gonna write these two numbers, p square minus 6p plus 2p minus 12 is equal to 0. In place of minus 4p, we split minus 4p into two numbers, but there was a condition how to split. Okay, then what you learned in 9th standard, factorization. Okay, now second step. First step is splitting middle term. We split it into minus 6 and plus 2. Now what is next step? Next step is grouping the first two and the second two and take the common. So what is common between p square minus 6p? This also has p, this also has p. So p comes common. What is remaining here? P. What is remaining here? 6. So p into p is 6, p square, p into 6 is minus p. And what sign is here? Plus. What is common between 2p and minus 12? 2p and minus 12. You can see this comes in two table, this will come in two table. So 2 comes as common. Since 12 doesn't have p, so p will not be common. This you should have learned in 9th standard. If you have doubt, please read at least for half an hour factorization, how to do it. So 2 into p is remaining, and what is remaining here? 2 words are 12, 2 6 are 12. And what sign? Plus into minus. Plus 2 into what gives minus 12? Minus is equal to square. So is equal to 0. So one thing you need to remember, if this bracket and this bracket comes exactly same, then you are doing it correct. Otherwise you are doing it wrong. Next step, you have this term and this term. So you can say p minus 6 comes in one bracket as common, and remaining p plus 2 is in another bracket is equal to 0. Okay, if you have doubt, we'll be doing one more question based on same concept, maybe then you understand better. Then we say two brackets on multiplying is equal to 0. That means either p minus 6 is equal to 0 or p plus 2 is equal to 0. Make sure right side you need to have 0, then only you can do it. So this means 6 will go to the right side, 0 plus 6, that is 6, and here my 2 will go to side, it will become 0 minus 2, that's minus 2. So you got p is 6 or minus 2. That's how you get two values for variable in a quadratic equation. So here our variable was p. Okay, so p is equal to 6 or minus 2. That's the value of p. One more question, second part we'll do based on the same concept. Here the question is x square plus p minus 3x plus p is equal to 0. So you can see a is equal to 1, b is p minus 3, and c is given p. Okay, they have already told in question number 2 this equation has equal roots, and we know since roots are equal for given quadratic equation, that means discriminant is 0. That means b square minus 4ac is 0. And what is b? p minus 3 whole square minus a is 1, c is p. Fine. So again here it's in the form of a minus b whole square, which is a square plus b square, that's 9 here because b is 3. 3 square is 9, minus 2ab means 2 into a into b, 2 into p into 3, that's 6p, and this will become minus 4 into 1 into p, that's minus 4p, and right side is equal to 0. Fine. Any like terms here? Yes, we have p square plus 9 minus 6p minus 4p means minus 10p, right? But it's not arranged. You can see p square term is first, second should be p term, but second they have given constant term, so I'll just arrange it, minus 10p first and plus 9. On rearranging, signs don't change. When number goes to other side, jumps over the equality, then only plus becomes minus, minus becomes 12, all that. Again you can see here middle term is minus 10, and I will first check what is multiplication. As I taught you in previous sum, multiplication is p square into 9. I'll just write here in the rough. Your p square into 9 is 9p square. Okay, that should be your multiplication of two numbers. And which one you have to split? Minus 10. Minus 10p you have to split into 2. If you see 9 and 1, and 9 and 1 on addition gives us 10, and on multiplication gives us 9, right? So this should be perfect, 9p and 1p. And where will this middle term sign go? It will go to bigger number. Are we adding them or subtracting them? We are adding them, so both should have same signs. If 9 is minus, 1 also should be minus, then only we can add it. So we got minus 9 minus 1 is minus 10, yes. Minus 9 into minus 1 is plus 9, yes. So p square minus 9p minus 1p plus 9 is equal to 0. So I split it minus 10 into two values. Now common between first two terms is p. Here p is remaining and here 9 is remaining. What is here? Minus. And what is common between p and 9? Nothing. Nothing means 1 is common. Okay, because both come in one table. What is remaining here? 1 into p is p, minus 1 into what gives 9? Minus 1 into p is minus p. Minus 1 into what will give you plus 9? Minus 1 into minus 9 will give you plus 9. So remember it's plus 9, but here we got minus 9. Why? If I open the bracket again, minus 1 into p is minus p, minus 1 into minus 9 is plus 9. Or you can remember like this, minus into this plus is minus, is equal to 0. You got p minus 9, p minus 9. So you have p minus 9 in one bracket and p minus 1 in another bracket. So where you will get p is equal to, you got p minus 9 into p minus 1 is equal to 0. That means either p minus 9 is equal to 0 or p minus 1 is equal to 0. Here p is equal to plus 9, or here p is equal to plus 1. So therefore P is equal to 9 or 1. You got two values of P. Why two values of P? Because P came in a here. P came as a quadratic equation, a variable. Moving to the third question, question number 3. If you see in question number 3, they have given it as 3x square minus 12x plus n minus 5 is equal to 0. And this also they said roots are equal. Since roots are equal means b square minus 4ac is 0. But first let me see what is a. A is 3, b is minus 12 and c is n minus 5. Okay. So b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Why? Because roots are equal. They have given that. So here b is minus 12 whole square minus 4 into a is 3, c is n minus 5 is equal to 0. Minus 12 whole square is 144. 4 into 3 is 12. This comes 4 into 3 is minus 12. Minus 12 into bracket. What is in bracket? N and 5. So minus 12 into n, then minus 12 into 5. Minus 12 into n is minus 12n. Then minus 12 into minus 5 is plus 60 is equal to 0. Okay. If you see, this didn't come as a quadratic equation. Okay, let me just, you can see 144 and 60 you can add. It will become 144 plus 60. That's 204. Positive 204 minus 12n is equal to 0. Here n is unknown, right? We have to find the value of n. And here in this equation, n didn't come as n square. So it's not a quadratic equation. It's a linear equation. Simple to solve. From 7th standard we are learning. So I can say 204 goes there. It is 0 minus 204. It's positive 204. When it goes to other side, it becomes minus 204. 0 minus 204 is minus 204. And minus 12 is remaining here. Correct? Then what is between 12 and n? Multiplication. So 12 will go other side. Since 12 was in multiplication, 12 is in multiplication. When it goes to other side, right side from left, it becomes division. So minus 12. N is equal to minus and minus cancel. And if you check 12 once, 12 7 is 17. 12 17 is 204. So n is equal to 17. So that's your question number 3rd. In question number 4 is also same. I'll just write you in question number 4. A is m minus 2, b is 5 plus m, and c is 16. And since for this equation also roots are equal, you can again use the same. B square minus 4ac is equal to 0. And substitute the value of b square minus 4ac. But if you look question number 5, it's little different. They say find the value of k, for which the equation 3x square minus 6x plus k is equal to 0 has distinct and real root. Distinct and real root means real and unequal. Distinct means unequal. Since roots are unequal, that is called a distinct and real. Therefore, what is d? If you check, when roots are real and unequal, d is greater than 0. So we'll say for this question, d is greater than 0. That means b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. What is b value? Minus 6 square. What is a value? 3. And what is c value? K is greater than 0. That is 6 square is 36 minus becomes plus minus 12k is greater than 0. It became kind of like it's a linear inequation. Chapter number 4, linear inequation. How do we simplify it? Same. I'll say 36 goes to other side, it becomes minus 12k already left. 0 minus 36, that's minus 36, right? Minus 12k. And again here 12 is in multiplication with k, it will go to other side, it will become division. But in linear inequation, I taught you when negative number goes to other side as division, symbol reverses. So it was a greater than symbol, it became lesser than symbol. Please don't forget that. Symbol reversed because I took an number which was negative and divided it with the right side. So then you can see k is, this and this cancel, 12 ones and 12 threes, 36. K is less than 3. So that's how we got the value of k. So that's our answer. K is less than 3. It was a linear inequation. So that's chapter 5b. Next video we are going to do chapter 5c. But if you learned in this video how to split middle term, how to do factorization method to solve a quadratic equation like how we did it here, and got the value of p because it came a quadratic equation. Even in the previous question also we got a quadratic equation and we solved using factorization method called splitting middle term. Same thing we have to do in chapter exercise 5c. So see you in next video.